He's going to go, these 23 times you had a chance to accept me and you chose not to. Bye-bye. And for eternity, I think that's going to be a little part of hell. For eternity. Why didn't I accept what Jane was telling me? I had a moment. For years she kept telling me about Christ. And for years I told her, someday. And I didn't do it. Let's go on. Try to get to 21. I don't think we're going to get there. Therefore, since we know the fear of the Lord and understand the importance of obedience and worship, we persuade people to be reconciled to Him. But we are plainly known to God. He knows everything about us. And I hope that we are plainly known also in our consciences. Your God-given discernment. We are not commanding ourselves to you again. We are not commending ourselves to you again, but are giving you an occasion to be rightfully proud of us, so that you will have an answer for those who take pride in outward appearance, the virtues they pretend to have, rather than what is actually in their hearts. Oh, I could stay there for a good little while. God knows genuineness, or if we're playing a game. But we'll keep going. If we are out of our mind, just unstable fanatics, as some critics say, it is for God. If we are in our right mind, it is for your benefit. For the love of Christ controls and compels us, because we have concluded this: the one died for all, therefore all died. That's it right there. For the love of Christ controls us and compels us. Is the love of Christ telling you where to take your tent? Telling your tent what to say? Telling your tent how to be put up in the shape that makes the most benefit for your community at that time, that day? Telling you when to set up and when to tear down and when to keep going? Abraham was a fascinating thing. Abraham didn't do total justice to his calling. He stopped for a while. He took someone with him he wasn't supposed to. He had to be reminded, this ain't where I called you, buddy. Keep going. But he eventually took another step. Abraham's father was called to go somewhere too. Abraham's father decided to sit down, lay down roots. Abram never put roots down. He stayed in a tent. In our terms, his father built himself a mansion somewhere and decided to live right there. He didn't stay in the tent, which was movable. It's fascinating. God asked Abraham's father to go do something, and his son actually had to end up doing it. So what was the sentence as Abraham's father got when he was standing in front of Christ at some point? Was it a well? Or did he even get that far in a sentence? It's fascinating. And he died for all, so that all those, verse 15, who lived would no longer live for themselves, but for him who died and was raised for their sake. If I'm dead, there's no way I know that I like to do something or don't like to do something, is there? I'm dead. So, when God asks me something, and I go, I ain't doing it. I don't want to do it. I'm too young. I'm too old. I can't. Like Moses tried to do. I can't speak. Am I dead? My tent is trying to take control, isn't it? Because my tent has the age on it. Spirit within me is eternal. My tent has the, I'll look bad if I do that. They'll think I'm crazy. Why'd you paint your tent purple? They'll think I'm crazy.